Hey guys, this is Lego Sith Empire here today for a new video. Before we get into the video though, if you haven't already, please like and please subscribe. It really helps out the channel and it gets us ever closer to 1K subscribers, guys. But yeah, let's get into the video. So last time I mentioned I wanted to try to get this area done and then go over here, and then hopefully by the third update I will be starting beyond this. Well, so far that's going to plan. I did get a lot of what I wanted done. I got a lot of this covered. I got this covered, and of course I added, built this up, obviously. Same thing over here. I got that wall built that I was talking about making angled, kind of like that one over there. Got that built. Of course, add more onto this wall over here, and also started onto this wall right here. So, of course, I stopped just because I've gone to a point where, like, I have this kind of hanging off, and the same thing with this side. So this is kind of like my stopping point. That way, whenever I continue, I can just kind of pick up. Mostly just because, like, finishing this wall, I want it to, you know, be over here, so I can't really add on to that. And then I kind of want to stop here, just that way I don't get ahead of myself. But yeah, so I pretty much got much as done as you can possibly on the right here, unless I add on to it. So that is goal was achieved. So yeah, that was so good there. So my next goal is obviously to finish over here. Of course, the sucky thing is I did run out of these 16 by 16 brick plates. I don't know what they're actually called. I did run out. So I need to order more just so I can at least finish that side, because I'm going to need at least 3 to get most of this done, and then probably another 3 to get started. That way when I do add on, it's already half started. So I'm going to need at least 6 to get this going over here. So I'm going to try to order some more of those. That way I can get this area done and also have somewhat of a head start getting working out over here, because I'm definitely gonna need a lot more than what I had before. I think I bought 12 or 13. I can't remember how many I bought. There's like, I think 3 over there, 6. Yeah, I think I bought about 12, and I'm already gonna need 6 over here there, and then probably finishing down here I'm probably gonna need at least another 6, and that's not counting here. So I'm gonna definitely be ordering a lot more of those for the next couple of weeks, honestly, just because I'm now at the point where I do need those more than I did previously. So I'm gonna have to order more of those just to get started over there. But I am glad I was able to somewhat finish this area to where I can leave it until I pick up adding base plates. So that's awesome. And then of course here we'll scope here, that way you guys can get a better look from this side. So there you guys go. And then, of course, I just realized I forgot to add some ancient Sith ruins on that, so I probably will do that after I'm done with the video. So I'm back. As you guys probably noticed, I did pause video just to fix that. And that's one thing I kind of like about making videos. Sometimes I notice problems that, or just something I just missed, and like that, I missed that. And then one other thing I actually changed, I don't know if anyone noticed. If you did notice, you get a keen eye, but I actually changed this. I actually raised it up. The last video, it was all, I guess, the same level, but I raised this up kind of because I realized compared to over there, it was too short. Because in the game, this is supposed to be like the same height as over there. Of course, I didn't realize it, but I accidentally made this short, because technically this is supposed to be taller than that, but because just not realizing and also not wanting to make this too huge, I accidentally made this the same size, and then I was trying to make this smaller because it's supposed to be smaller. So over here is actually more accurate compared to like size, like to here and here, but then I made this side not accurate by making it about the same height over here. Of course, since they're supposed to be the same height, I decided to raise this up by 1 brick. And then when I go over here, I'm going to lower it by 1 brick. This still will be, I think, 1 or 2 bricks taller than what it should be. But my plan is to knock it down a brick, build it, and then over here try to knock it down, maybe another brick, and then over here knock it down another one brick, to where when this all converges, it'll all just kind of go into each other, just flawless. At least that's my hope. That's the goal. So if you guys noticed that, good for you. If you had it, well, this is what I did. I raised it up, and then when I get over here, I will lower it down by a brick. And of course, I'm going to obviously try to make it to where, it flows perfectly, Since this is a desert planet, the sands of time, it can do what, who knows what they would do. So, but yeah, that is what I changed there. And of course, I added everything else. And then I did finish the roof on this side. I filled in that little gap. And of course, when I get to the side, I will finish the other side of the roof and all that. So, but yeah, that's all, guys. Hopefully, I'll say the next video, I'll get that done. And then by the update after that, I will hopefully either be finishing this section and starting it, or hopefully just full on starting the next part of the mock. Because when I get this section done, it's pretty much halfway done, guys. But doesn't mean it's over. When this is halfway done, it just means I'm getting to the harder part, because the temple is going to probably be the more challenging, even though I'm not going to use dark orange, which is actually kind of a hard color to use. The temple itself will be dark gray, so color-wise it'd be easier to build, but just making the size and try to do the most accurate you can possibly do with Lego, that's what's going to be the most challenging part of the mock. So this is actually the easy part, even though it has been challenging. It has definitely taught me and helped me in a lot of ways to be better and to learn different techniques, and I'm still learning a lot of new things every single day. That being said, though, I am trying to get my Imperial Army video done. I did buy more large gray base plates. Currently, I have some of my figures set up on there. Of course, I have three right in the moment, and all three are filled up, and I don't even have half of my Imperial Army on them yet. So I'm going to try to buy more of those base plates so I can get the Imperial Army filmed, and then that way I can use those base plates. Because once I start using it for this, I won't be able to use my Imperial Army unless I use my 32 by 32 plates, which I might end up doing. Which I kind of hate doing it just because the base plates are smaller. But I might end up just using those to get the video out sooner. We'll try. I'm going to try to buy some more. But last time I went to my local store, I had bought in the last base plate. So if they don't have any more, I'll probably just use those, just because I don't want to pay taxes on shipping on buying base plates online. So hopefully Imperial Army video will be out maybe in the next week or two. It just all depends if my store's stocked up or if I just use those. So we'll see. So watch out. The Imperial Army video could be the next video, but I think I said this before, I might save it for my 1K video. So we'll see how long it takes to get there. I'm only about 20 subscribers away. So if we get there for the next 2 weeks, I probably will post it around that time. If it takes longer than 2 weeks, I might just postpone it and just use the 32 by 32s, especially if I need the 3 I have currently, if it gets to that point. But yeah, now I'm just rambling, guys. That's all I have this update video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you think of this area so far. Let me know if you're excited to get to the halfway point, guys. One more update video, hopefully, will be at the halfway mark of this whole mock, and then this other side of the table we will begin. So I hope you guys had a great month. May the force be with you, and have a great day.